the rugged techniques of hand-to-hand fighting. Part of the Special Combat Preparedness Course at Lackland Air Force Base being given all Air Force security police who are going to Southeast Asia. Security Police is the new Air Force name for the Air Police. The 5-day course, conducted by Vietnam experienced instructors of the 3275th Technical School, also includes weapons training in preparing the security policemen for the protection of Air Force personnel and property in a war where there are no battle lines. And jungle-surrounded airstrips and bases are vulnerable to surprise guerrilla attack. A compressed air device is used for practice with the 60mm mortar. The M16 with moving targets for realism. The tactics for small unit operations are also taught, and an ambush puts them to use. Given to security police of all ages and grades, the combat preparedness course is a tough one. But the result is a security police force able to confidently guard an airbase and to strike back hard against an attacking force. Handling the thousands of pounds of mail each day that is going to and from units of all our military services in the field, the Saigon Air Mail Terminal at Tan Son Nhut Airbase is the main gateway for mail into and out of Vietnam. The work of the facility, one of the largest postal operations in the world, is explained by Air Force Captain Sidney Cook.
This mail terminal is the initial processing agency for roughly 75% of all mail coming into the Republic of Vietnam. This mail is received daily from the United States and out-country locations by commercial, MAC contract, and MAC military flights. Our monthly volumes run approximately 13 to 15 million pounds total mail processed. Not only does this terminal process all of the 75% of all the airmail coming into the country, but we handle approximately the same amount of the surface mail coming into and going out of country. Our daily service to the locations in country from the United States runs approximately 4 to 7 days. The service back to the States is roughly 3 to 4 days. The processing time is all very quick. We're tremendously proud of the men of this organization, of the Vietnam District of the Postal and Courier Service, and we think that they're doing a very fine job. We'd like to impress upon everyone that this terminal and the mail service in the whole of Vietnam is the best possible service that the GI in the field has ever received.
F-105s, back from striking military targets in North Vietnam, mark the end of one story and the beginning of another, for these Air Force fighter bombers fly 2 and sometimes 3 missions a day. And the moment they reach the flight line, ground crews on alert begin preparing them for their next run to the north. A Thunderchief holds some 2,400 gallons of JP-4. One truck can normally handle 2 to 3 aircraft and do so in a matter of minutes. Next, demineralized water. This is fed into the engine during takeoff to provide added thrust. The tires on the F-105 are extra tough, but even the best give out. A newly repacked drag chute is installed. In and out, as 20 millimeters are loaded in the Thunderchief's Gatling gun and expended shells are removed. Using an MJ-1 lift, ordnance specialists rack up the bombs, each a 750-pounder. Fuses are inserted. The arming wires are attached, and in a short while after they've reached the flight line, the Thunderchiefs are ready to move out. En route to their targets in North Vietnam, the F-105s are refueled by an Air Force KC-135 tanker from the Strategic Air Command's 4252nd Strategic Wing. A KC-135 can carry up to 80,000 pounds of fuel. Refueling complete, it's on to target. The Bac Giang Railroad and Highway Bridge, 20 miles east of Hanoi. A railroad car repair facility. During the week that this film was taken, Air Force fighter bomber pilots flew 427 missions against targets in North Vietnam. These are some of them. Slow-motion cameras capture some unusual pictures of the action. A shock wave forms over the wings of an F-105. Missiles are released from an F-4C. The Gatling gun on the belly of a Phantom as the plane moves through enemy ground fire. At Tan Son Nhut Airbase, Lieutenant General William C. Momyer, 7th Air Force Commander, presents the Air Force's Outstanding Unit Award to the 377th Security Police Squadron. The award was made for the unit's heroic valor against a Viet Cong force that infiltrated the base on December 4th, 1966. The action that took place that day is described by the squadron's commander, Lieutenant Colonel Grove C. Johnson.
Early in the morning of the 4th of December, the base was under attack. Throughout the morning and the afternoon, we continued to probe this area, an area that is very easy for a person to hide out in, full of wells, full of very, very high grass, ditches, and other obstacles. The VC had sat down all day long behind trees, behind tombs, stones, and other objects that they could hide behind, and finally they started to move. By 8 o'clock, I had a recall of the squadron, reinforced the western perimeter, cut the enemy off. It was evident that there were still more VC in the area, and they were trying to get out. The final tally was 27 enemy killed, 4 prisoners, 2 of them wounded. To say that I am proud of the air policemen in this squadron is an understatement. Sorry to see the loss of 3 fine air policemen, 3 of our men killed in action, 12 wounded. But they did themselves proud. I'm proud of the job they did, and I'm proud to be their commander.